Ladies, if you watched part 1, you already know one thing. A man's deepest attraction begins long before physical touch. Now let's go even deeper, because if part 1 showed you how a man becomes curious about you, part 2 will show you how a man becomes attached to you, emotionally, mentally and spiritually, without you ever laying a hand on him. And this is where your real feminine power begins. 1. Emotional mystery, the warmth that pulls him in, the boundaries that hold his respect. A high-value woman has a very unique emotional presence. She is warm, but not overly accessible. She is kind, but not overly available. She listens, but doesn't shrink herself to please him. She knows how to offer just enough softness to make him feel safe, but just enough distance to make him value her. Most women either give too much too soon or give too little and act cold. But the woman who hypnotizes him, the woman he can't stop thinking about, she speaks with gentle confidence, feminine depth, emotional maturity, and boundaries he respects. This combination makes a man think she's different because she is. Part 2. The confidence that seduces him from across the room. Let me tell you a secret most men will never admit. A woman's confidence is sexier than her body. Not fake loud confidence, not attention-seeking behavior, but that quiet, grounded, graceful confidence that says, being chosen doesn't define my worth. I am the prize, whether you see it or not. This type of confidence is like a magnet. Men don't just notice it, they feel it in their chest. And here's the psychology behind it. When a woman carries herself with self-respect, she triggers a man's instinct to earn her, because men value what they have to invest in. A woman who values herself signals her time is precious, her emotions are not easy access, her love is not cheap, her attention must be deserved. This isn't arrogance. This is feminine self-worth, and self-worth is irresistible. Part 3. The art of subtle flirting, where the real electricity begins. You don't need dramatic flirting. You don't need to act like someone you're not. High-value women flirt in ways most men cannot forget. How? 1. Use slow, deliberate eye contact. Hold eye contact for 1 second longer than usual, and then look away with a soft smile. It creates electricity, tension, and curiosity, all without a single touch. 2. Speak softly but confidently. When a woman lowers her voice slightly, men lean in automatically. It's biology, not behavior. 3. The micropause. Before answering a question, wait a second, not too long, just enough to show that you think before you give access to your inner world. Men love women who don't rush, because your slowness feels intentional and intentionality feels like confidence. Part 4. The feminine standards that turn him on more than physical beauty. Ladies, men chase beauty, but they commit to standards. When you have standards like, you don't accept disrespect, you don't reward inconsistent effort, you don't tolerate emotional laziness, you don't explain your worth, you show it. You don't chase a man, you choose a man. You activate a man's deepest instinct to protect, provide, and pursue. Men are wired to rise for women they admire, not women who bend, not women who settle, not women who beg. A woman with strong feminine standards turns him on in a way he cannot describe, because she carries the energy of a woman he does not want to lose. Part 5. The magnetism of emotional peace, why men become addicted. This is the most powerful part, and most women get it wrong. Men do not become addicted to a woman's beauty. They become addicted to a woman's peace. When your presence feels like calm emotional safety, softness, warmth, and understanding, you give a man something he rarely gets in the world: relief. Men are constantly under pressure. Provide, perform, be strong, never show weakness. So when he comes near a woman whose energy feels peaceful, he feels seen, he feels understood, he feels safe, and nothing makes a man fall in love faster than emotional peace. Not because he's weak, but because he's human. Part 6. The feminine distance that keeps him chasing. Now watch this carefully. A man gets turned on when you are present, but he becomes obsessed when you are not always available. This doesn't mean playing games. This means having a life. Men are attracted to women who have goals, have hobbies, have a routine, have passions, have a purpose, have standards, have emotional independence. When you don't center your entire world around him, he respects you more. When you don't chase when he pulls away, he values you more. When you don't respond instantly, he thinks about you more. Your emotional independence creates the space for him to pursue you. And pursuit is who men are at their core. Part 7. The final layer, the woman who feels like a mystery and a home. Ladies, listen closely. There is a rare kind of woman in this world, a woman who carries two energies at the same time. And that is exactly what makes men fall harder than they ever expected. She is a mystery, not because she is hiding anything, but because her depth cannot be understood in one conversation, or 1 month, or even 1 year. She has layers, softness, strength, silence, fire, and a man feels all of it the moment he meets her. But here's the twist. The same woman who feels like a mystery also feels like home. Her presence calms him, her voice grounds him, her energy softens him in a way he didn't even know he needed. She excites him, but she also brings him peace. She challenges him, but she also inspires him to rise higher. She is not easy, but she is not unreachable. She is soft, but she is unshakably powerful. And when a man experiences this combination in you, he doesn't just crave your beauty. He doesn't just enjoy your attention. He starts craving you. Your mind, your soul, your presence, your energy, your laughter, your silence, your heart. He becomes loyal, even when you're not looking. He becomes consistent, even when you don't ask. He becomes protective, not out of insecurity, but out of admiration, because deep down he knows, if I lose her, I'm not losing a woman. I'm losing the only woman who ever made me feel alive and at peace at the same time.